Now we're going to take a look at a program that implements a stack. And the driver program is called Postfix Tester. It's the program that has a main, and then the class that actually implements the stack is called Postfix Evaluator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this with a breakpoint in debug mode and walk you through a stack. Now the stack that we use is from java.util.stack. It is a very well developed stack. Remember, a stack is an abstract data type, and we're not going to see the implementation of the stack, but I will tell you it's dynamic in size and it just works flawlessly. So you can instantiate a stack of integers, of floats, of strings, etc. And it takes care of all of the memory management on the heap and the stack. So, no pun intended, because stack is also used for memory management. But this one is just great. But remember, a stack is an abstract data type. We need to know the rules of engagement or the protocol to use the stack, but its implementation is abstract to us. So we're not going to see this stack. As the next exercise for this particular lecture and this section of the class, I'm going to have you implement an abstract data type stack, and you're going to use an array, and you're also going to use a generic data type. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So what I've done is, here's what I've done. I've put a breakpoint here as we start to parse the postfix equation. The entire equation is put into a string, and then we're going to parse the components of that string, and they're going to be operands or operators. And it's an integer stack, so that's just how it's implemented for this example. So no further ado, let me just run this and walk you through it. But before I do that, it would be foolish for you to watch this and say, okay, I understand a stack. That's almost impossible. I'd like to say it's impossible. You're going to have to download these files, put them into a project, run them, and drill down through the different components of the stack in order to understand it at the level you need to understand it to be successful on the assessments that I've got to do in this class. So please follow me through this and then download them and do it on your own. So no further ado, let's run this program in debug mode. I showed you where the breakpoint is. So here we are. Enter a valid expression, one token at a time with a space between each token. So let's just say 3 space 4, and we'll multiply those, and then we'll do 8 and 7, and we'll multiply those, and then we'll subtract. So that is a valid postfix expression. So here we go. Let's step into this. Okay, so if I jump to the variables, you'll see that we have the expression stored as a string, 3 space 4 asterisk space, you see it. And our stack is currently at size 0. So let's step into this code. We're going to take, we're going to use parser.next. Parser is a scanner object. And we're going to take the first token, which will be the 3, and we're going to assign it to the variable token, which is a string. Okay. And so, let me see if I could do this. Here's the 3 in token. and we're at a Boolean if is operator, and we've got a method called is operator that checks to see if it is a asterisk, a dash, slash, etc. Or a dash for minus. You get it. So all the basic multiplication operators. This is not going to be an operator, so it's going to go to the else, and it's going to push a new integer. It's going to parse that 3, which is still a string, is an integer, and it's going to push it into a new integer object. So here we go. Okay. Our stack is now size 1, and it has the 3 in it. And I'm just going to keep on going through till we get to that first. There's the 4, push it. Okay, now the stack is size 2, 3, and 4. Now the next token is going to be the asterisk. There it is. See, token holds the asterisk. We're at this if statement. That is going to be true. Okay, so what's going to happen next is we're going to pop the top element on the stack, which is a 4, and we're going to assign that to a local variable called op2. Pop the second, which will be the 3, assign that to op2. We're going to evaluate single operator. We're going to evaluate the token char at 0, which will be the asterisk, op1, op2. This method will handle the multiplication. And then we're going to push, right, the result back on the stack. So here we go. There's op1 to 4, there's op2 to 3, and there's a result 12, and we're going to push the 12 on the top of the stack. And there we go. The stack, 2 pops, it was empty, and we pushed the 12. Now we'll get the next token, which is going to be an operand, 8. We're going to get another token. Okay. So now we look, and the stack has the 8 and the 7 on the top, 7 on the top, 8 right beneath it, and the 12 is at the 0 location. The next token is going to be, you got it, right? And the result is 56. We're going to get another pushed on the top of the stack, and now we're going to get another token, which is going to be a minus, and then we will pop the 56 and the 12 off, and we will subtract 56 from 12 and push the result, negative 44, back on the top of the stack, and we're done. And now we will return the result. Okay, we're back in the driver program. Result, print out, and if I just go to my output, you'll see that that will now be printed. A lot of moving parts on this one. Like I said, it would be foolish to think you could just walk through this in the video and not understand it.